21st of July 2018, just after 9:30 a.m. in the morning. Has anything changed since yesterday? Well, no. I still have people taking the mickey out of me. I'm still being treated like dirt. I'm still being woken up in the morning by loud noises. I'm still being tormented. See you later is supposed to spark me off like a rabid dog and start mauling the neighbours and the people outside. When I speak, dogs bark. I can't get out of this script, as I call it. This Olive from On the Bus's character, where all the men laugh at me, abuse me, make fun of me, and people think it's funny to play practical jokes like break my property. They know I'm quiet and I'm not going to say anything, so they do it even more. And believe you me, I do talk on videos, but inside my flat I'm a quiet person that keeps herself to herself. So this is exactly what happened to me at school. They used to take pencils out of my pencil case, run off with them, and come back. We've got your pencils, why didn't you come and get them? Because they were bullies and they used to hurt me and I was frightened of them, that's why. I'm taking books back this morning to the library. Cheese from Dimension Pong. Gareth P. Jones, illustrated by Steve May. Andy McNabb's Today Everything Changes is going back. Closed Pubs of the Medway Towns is going back. Kent Murder Casebook by W.H. Johnson is going back. Kent Cinemas Revisited is going back. The King's Assassin is going back, and so is the Heroic Failure books. And this Heroic Failure book is not the first edition that I read when I was 16 years old. And I was 16, 68, 69. I was born in 1968, so 69, 70, 80, about 84, 85, I was 16. My doctor was called Dr. Graver. And back in those days, I don't think doctors' consultations were private. Well, I was 16 years old and I was depressed, and I went to the doctor, Dr. Graver, up in Sydenham, SE26 London, and I said, I feel terrible, I'm crying all the time, I feel depressed. She went, well, read this book of Heroic Failures. That should cheer you up. So no therapy, no medication, just told to go and read a book way back when I was 16. I also gave her private information. Now I know everything in my life isn't private anymore. Anything I say in my flat is heard. Anything I wear in my flat, other people start wearing. Whether they come inside when I'm out, they've got a spare key, or they get in through a card, or, you know, whatever. It was happening way back in Stanley Road and Alexandra Road. I sound mad, but my landlords used to go into the property when I was out. They had keys. So if I left my bra and knickers on the bed or a nightdress, you know, they just took the mick out of me. It's really, really cruel what they've been doing anyway. Anyway, I told Dr. Graver a personal thing. And she went back to my dad and told him what I'd said about him in a private doctor's consultation. What I'm trying to say is these doctors, these government officials, these police, if you suffer from domestic violence or a violent father or a violent whatever, instead of telling these men off and locking them up, they aggravate them. They don't do anything, knowing full well that these men could kill you, and it's deliberate that they're not doing anything to help. Absolutely deliberate. And they enjoy it when the men get cross and attack me and my mum over and over again. I think it gives them sexual excitement. All you get asked is, right, especially when I was one of the domestic violence attacks, what does the perpetrator look like? What clothes was he wearing? What's your date of birth? Are you on any medication? Is he on any medication? But they don't go and arrest the person. And he comes back and he does it again. That's why I don't trust police. I mean, for goodness sake, what are police there for? To protect the members of the public. Not one of them has ever protected me.